Controlling an empire takes more than raw power. It requires discipline, focus, and precision. Threats must be dealt with quickly and quietly. This is the mission of Imperial intelligence. As the Empire's most elite agent, I will trace the line between truth and treachery. And I will ensure the Empire achieves galactic domination.
And we're back, guys. Let's play Star Wars: The Old Republic, Chapter 3. Imperial agent playthrough. I'm Ross Vassos. Last time we left off, we finally got our full party, all companions. We finally got them all, and let's have a quick chat first off with Scorpio.
I have completed analysis of my restraining codes. Although I cannot leave or cause you direct harm, I'm under no obligation to obey your commands.
You may be stuck with me, but we don't have to be enemies.
Then you may aid my core functionality. I intend to proceed with my heuristic directive of self-improvement and intelligence upgrades. Cooperate willingly, and I may spare you pain when I am free.
You expect me to let you become more dangerous?
Personal evolution is my primary purpose. This self-iteration is number 973, and there will be more. Do not anger me unnecessarily.
You're forgetting who won our last go-around.
I forget nothing. This conversation is at an end.
Alright, I actually expect Scorpio to have more of a longer chat, but fine. Anyway, here we have Vector.
You wanted something, Vector?
We do not neglect our duties. We are Dawn Herald. We do this for the Nest. Agent, we've had another request from Fulner Eth, our ally inside the diplomatic service. We need to take a short leave.
I heard you talking to the emissaries of the Nest. Is everything all right?
Everything's fine. The distance from our kin is unusual and causes rifts. Fulner's stock is rising, but he needs further acclaim before he can push for a Killik Imperial alliance. He's asked us to visit a former Republic governor named Yogana Thanoth and win his cooperation by turning him into a joiner.
So you're supposed to strip a man of his individuality and make him part of the Nest?
We'd hoped Fulner wanted us for our diplomatic skills, not for this. The joining should be a gift, but we will find a way.
You know this isn't right. Don't do it, Vector.
We appreciate your concern. We ask that you trust our decision.
You're back. Did you find your man?
We spoke to the Republic Governor. If you'll join us, we'll report the details to Fulner Eth.
My friends, it's been too long.
Fulner, we assume you've heard from Thanoth.
He contacted me from an Imperial transport. Apparently we promised to work with him. Not what I requested, but the service can make do.
There was no need to make him a joiner when he was amenable to discussion.
You haven't lost your touch as a diplomat, after all.
Not entirely, no.
You kept your promise. Thanoth's assistance resulted in my promotion. I will keep my promise to you. Some important people are waiting, Vector. They're very interested in a potential Killik alliance.
You arranged this?
As soon as I knew we could work together. Check the data I'm streaming to your main console.
Thank you, Fulner. Excuse us a moment, Agent.
It's like talking to a bug wearing a man's skin. I don't know how you stand it.
He's a brave man and a loyal Imperial.
You can't be serious. Those creatures are anathema to everything the Empire stands for. There's no place for great men in a hive mind. Only animal instinct. I'll be relieved when you people finish this scheme and get rid of the colony for good.
Agent, they listened. They don't understand yet, but they listened. The diplomatic service has requested my aid and wants to initiate relations with the colony.
Listen, Falnaeth is keeping his deal, but he's repulsed by Kilix. We can't trust him.
He admits it? We always did get an odd sense from him. It's out of his hands now, though. We should watch him, but we'll be focused on the future. Agent, we received a small gift from the diplomatic service in appreciation of our work with the Kilix. A package of wine, meat and breadfruit, all imported from the colony worlds. Not inexpensive, and a bit extravagant during wartime.
Aren't extravagant gifts part of the diplomatic process?
Maybe, but we'd rather they treated us as one of their own, not as a foreigner to be won over. In the meantime, you're welcome to help yourself. We may as well enjoy the taste of progress.
What do you have for me?
Encouraging news. Watch.
Dawn Herald, forgive the message, but our emissaries were out of reach and we couldn't wait to link with you. Imperial scout ships entered colony space and made contact yesterday. We traded in Membrosia, silk, and star maps. We could smell the men's fright, but they left in peace. Perhaps you were right after all.
A long way from a signed treaty, but it's a start.
You and that joiner seem to get along.
Dazana is a nestmate, and we find her insight illuminating. We're in touch with the diplomatic service as well. There's still resistance, but we're progressing. Kilix and Imperials may share space in our lifetime.
Alright, that's great news indeed, Vector. Cleo?
Not that I'm complaining, but don't we have a job to do?
Well, I have a job to do, me and Temple, but fine. I'll find you a job, don't worry. Doctor?
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Forgive me, but as your sole medical officer, I have to point out that your eating habits have been less than satisfactory lately. Now, I'll take my share of the blame. I've been preoccupied making calls, catching up on what I've missed in the intelligence community. Still, the fact that people are trying to kill me does not excuse my neglect of your health.
I appreciate your concern, but you've done a fine job.
Says the child to the unstrict parent. But regarding my search, I do have some small amount of news. I've identified one of the assassins as an operative for Colonel Langor, a man with ties to the Imperial Science Bureau. The Bureau is also the likely origin of the other dead men whose genetic structure had been mutated. Weaponized humans.
What do you mean, weaponized humans? What's the Science Bureau doing?
Military research is the Bureau's purpose. Making humans stronger, faster, is one approach. Which reminds me, I'd like your permission to run some tests on Master Vector. I'm rather curious about a joiner's physiology, and Vector is keen to learn more about himself.
If it won't cause harm, I don't have any objections.
Wonderful. I'll let him know the good news. And of course, I'll keep you apprised.
Alright. And Doctor, don't worry about it. I mean, it's not really like you're my parents, but to be fair, I think Somri is actually going to think of him like a parent or something like that. Anyway, Temple?
How can I help you, Ensign?
I have a purely professional question for you, sir, if you don't mind my asking. When you lie to a woman over the course of a mission, make her think you're interested, does it bother you?
Any reason you're professionally interested?
Don't mistake me, I've been involved with plenty of the wrong men, but going in there was always the chance they'd work out. I don't know how I'd handle living one life in the field and another back at home. It must be exhausting.
Sometimes it's best to live in the moment. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Spoken like a true hedonist. So I should abandon my dreams of romance?
That's a question we should talk about over dinner sometime. What do you say?
That sounds lovely. For the record, we'd be defying all sorts of military protocols, and I won't be held responsible.
Close partners function best. I wouldn't worry about it.
Understood, sir. Then we have a lot to look forward to.
What's going on, Ensign?
Sir, Dr. Loken's been filling in the gaps in my education. He has quite a few stories. Here's what puzzles me. I've always been taught to respect the chain of command, and yet you... How does anyone control a field agent?
Placing an operative in the field is always a risk. If you don't trust someone's judgment, you don't send him out.
What sort of judgment, though? You can't make operational decisions from the front line.
All you can do is respond to each situation, right or wrong.
And live with the consequences. I don't want to do wrong, sir. My father ignored an edict from the Sith, and instead of facing his punishment, he ran. I won't repeat his mistake. Accidentally.
Have a little faith in yourself. If the time comes, you'll make the right call.
It's nice to hear you say that, sir. I'll stop troubling you about this. Back to the job, then. You know, sir, the Chiss Defense Force has a term for when a subordinate is entangled with his or her superior officer. It's considered an honorable and tragic state. If discovered, the lower-ranking officer is encouraged to go out in a blaze of glory.
This isn't a tradition I'm familiar with.
It's possible Sergeant Thent was having fun at my expense. Of course, according to Imperial naval tradition, a captain is expected to dine with his closest associates, male or female, once a month. It's a show of loyalty.
Ensign, it would be my pleasure if you joined me for a meal.
I'd enjoy that very much. I won't rush you, but somewhere planetside would be nice.
Alright, and there we go. Next stop should be the Titus Ring. Right. There it is. Titan Rings, alright. Here we go. Now again, guys, this is all being recorded on Saturday. So yeah, just so you guys already all know, this is being bulk recorded. And I don't want Vector with me, I want Temple with me.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Right.
This is Watcher 6 to Cipher 9. You have accessed node
Rise and shine.
803A of the Titan Rings HoloNet archive. Transmitting mission parameters.
This is Watcher 7. Download data fragments from assigned terminals so we may decrypt and reconstruct the conspirator communication.
This is Watcher 9. You have authorization to terminate anyone who interferes. It is our privilege to work with you.
Alright, copy that. No bonus mission, alright, I'm just gonna be skipping all of these bastards if you guys don't mind. You just chill out down there. There we go.
Get up.
Accessing first data fragment. Applying preliminary decryption algorithm.
Got the call, but make it quick. I don't want to be missed.
93% likelihood speaker is designate Hunter.
Proceed with the operation, Cipher 9. We will continue reconstruction attempts.
Alright. Wait, what? Oh, this is bad news. Hold on, let me just stun you. There we go. Let me just vanish into stealth again. Backstab you. And here we go. Alright, whew. Right.
Accessing second data fragment. Modifying decryption algorithm.
This will, of course, be my final appearance at these gatherings, but the galaxy I leave behind.
No voice print identification available. Reconstruction incomplete.
Oh, great. Blast from the past, guys. Really? Why? There we go. I was already thinking, normally you shouldn't be able to even turn around with that ability on you. There we go. Whew. Right. So yeah, blast from past, guys, not drain. Basically, actually two blasts from past, because in fact we actually had Vet with us. A Romance to Narcissist Warrior. Anyway, here we go.
Accessing third data fragment. Attempting playback.
My sympathies. With the old man lost, the next enforcer will be difficult to train.
Experiencing data corruption. We will hope the last fragment provides redundancy.
Come on, be a man.
Here we go. All right. And this should normally be the last one.
Accessing fourth data fragment. Splicing now.
I am here. All is ready.
This is Keeper. Cypher, get out of there. Reinforcements are on the way, and there's nothing more you can do.
You're sure you have the full recording?
Hard to be certain, but we think so. The Watchers will try to reconstruct the holoconference back at headquarters. Come to Drummond Cars as soon as possible, and we'll figure out our next move. Keeper out.
Copy that. And now we just need to use our ship to travel back to Drummond Cars. Thankfully, thanks to my stronghold, we can just leave and enter immediately back up on our ship and then travel back to Drummond Cars. And then quick travel back to freaking Imperial headquarters. Why this doesn't count as traveling to Drummond Cars with our ship, I don't know, but fine. Alright. But yeah, I actually am going to be equipping Temple with my outfit. I mean, she definitely did earn so far her armor, so let's actually do it. Let's just do it. Let's give Temple armor that matches our own. Alright. Now, I don't think it's this episode, but next episode we'll have to travel back to Drummond Cars and then end the episode right down there. After Voss. Why? Because something's about to happen then. So yeah. So that'll be then on Tuesday. And I believe Wednesday will then be... No, Thursday will be the last episode. So yeah. Holy crap, guys. Thursday will be the last episode. Damn. Last episode, and then we'll never be seeing Drummond Cars ever again. Anyway, let me just grab this. There we go. And I believe that's everything that we have on. We found shock. Yep. Alright. Companion. And there we go. Temple's now ready for action. Anyway, let me just destroy all of this. I know she doesn't have her helmet on, but that'll be fine. I mean, come on. Don't need all of this anymore. Let me just move all of this around. There we go. Oh, why the hell did I destroy it? I could have actually sold that. Oh my. Alright, fine. My bad, guys. That was totally my fault. Alright. Right. The watchful eye. By the way, I just wonder how it would look if I actually did equip that. Yeah, no, alright. I have to say, duel like this is actually a mix of kind of like, I like to say, special forces for the Empire armor with some Imperial trooper armor. So yeah, not bad, not bad. Anyway, the Citadel. Here we go. You know what, screw it. Actually, I want to hear if Temple is actually going to be saying anything, and besides, I think we still actually need to, like, unify all of these colors. Oh, nope, apparently not, alright. Alright. Now, what was my blaster called again? VL10ST? Because I actually wonder, does it have a blaster that comes with it? Don't think so. That's actually bad. Too bad. Alright. Now we actually are level 51. Do we exfiltrate? Nice, there it is. That's the ability that I definitely want. Right. Ooh, we never actually had to go in this room before, did we? Right. What the hell? Secure holo room.
Utilize fractal thought pattern 27. Reanalyze.
Come in. They're reconstructing the Conspirators Holoconference now.
Genetic engineering plays havoc with your people's brains, doesn't it?
If it didn't have an effect, it wouldn't be worth the bother. Preliminary analysis bears out our theory. The call was initiated by Hunter, somewhere in the Bremer sector 6 months ago. The recording you pulled is intact, but... Watcher 9?
Splicing and decryption complete.
Rules of the Chorus Covenant, I call this meeting to order.
Spare us the corporate posture and report.
Since you're in a hurry, Senator Varala and Representative Shuru are predictable as always.
And Commodore?
All taken care of. What about you? Those earnest Padawans keeping you up at night?
Different participants on different data streams. Processing.
There's Hunter. What about the others?
I don't know.
Domain is unsettled, as we expected. I must again raise the concern. Do we overplay our hand?
There is the chance it will spin out of control. Darth Angral, Darth Barris, now the children are awakening.
For each, there is a Republic counterbalance.
We're letting loose the reins. but we're not taking off their blinders. Sit back and enjoy the spectacle.
To bicker. Each of us agreed to the timetable. Each of us reports success in our own sphere.
Ambition must never be our master. Patience serves our noble cause best. But if our enforcer approves...
I do, I swear.
Then we move forward to Armageddon.
Keeper, the War Council needs you. Sir?
Call for a medic. Go.
Yes, sir.
What's our status?
Keeper and the others are on life support. Fixers theorize the transmission had a hidden overlay. A code or image only a genetically enhanced mind could recognize. Designed to overwhelm and shut down the brain.
You said they're on life support. Any prognosis?
Without understanding the trigger, they could be vegetables for hours or for decades. Losing this many analysts, forget about Keeper. It's going to be a blow to the war. I'll support you where I can, but right now I've got a few dozen field agents without handlers. Your operation.
Take care of your people, Watcher 3. I'll proceed on my own.
While you were on Belsavis, Keeper was compiling leads on the planet Voss. If you want to head there, I'll see what I can pull up. I've apprised the Minister of Intelligence. If he needs to contact you, he knows how.
I didn't know them well, but I'm sorry, sir. We'll hunt down the people who did this.
Alright. Poor Keeper. She didn't deserve this, I mean, come on. Sonny actually doesn't think... He still actually has feelings for Keeper, but what she must have knew that they brainwashed me. I mean, come on, she must have. She was an ex-Keeper, so... Sonny doesn't really think he can trust her anymore. So, yeah.
Cypher, hope you don't mind my checking in. You weren't expecting any other calls?
Hunter, my good friend. Who would I rather talk to?
I'm hoping no one. I get jealous. Your visit to Mega Security Ward 23 left it in bad shape. Now do I come into your house and break your things? But you finding that holotrap? Frying your Keeper's synapses? That's kind of cosmic justice.
I saw you meeting with some sort of council. Who were they?
Old friends of mine. You'd like them, but they're shy. Cypher, it's been fun. Playing tag, brainwashing you. Remember your keyword? But you keep coming, and we'll destroy your world. No friends, no allies, no empire left to fight for. Are you ready for that?
You're not just playing. You're really worried about me.
Who else can I whisper sweet things to? Do you know what it's like to have no identity? No one in the galaxy who can control you? It's terrifying and wonderful. If you live to see Imperial intelligence die, that's me giving you a taste of freedom.
So yeah, thank you guys all for watching. I know this is actually just a short episode, but we'll finish speaking with everyone and then we'll be ending the episode off. So yeah. So that means we basically can be starring Voss.
I've learned to access your culture's holographic network. Listen. $18 trillion desperate attempts to communicate per second. I hadn't realized your species were so starved for interaction.
Most humanoids value contact with each other, even if it's only holographic.
You attempt to compensate for limited communicative ability with technology. I look at you and see neurons fire in your brain. I scan your body and know how you taste. But you're blind, alone, and confused.
From now on, keep your scans to yourself.
I will not share future results. Our time together has provided new information and sensations. These will prove useful in a future upgrade.
You're creeping me the fuck out, Scorpio. I totally actually forgot that she was this creepy. Holy crap, guys.
What's going on?
Agent, in our work with the diplomatic service, we find ourselves talking to people we once knew. We've been contemplating this.
Hello, Vector. It's Honora. I don't know if you remember me, but Bryson said he thought you would, and I wanted to talk to you. I know things didn't end well, but I never forgot. You need to get out of there. Come back to Drummond Cars and we'll get you help. We can undo what the Killicks did. There are still people who care about you.
We've watched it 17 times and meditated to the static.
It can be difficult to be reminded of your past.
Can it? We were nearly engaged to Honora very long ago. We never considered that there are people who want us restored to what we were. But watching this, feeling nothing, we know we're no longer who we were when we loved her.
If you could be restored, would you want it?
No. We had to know if our reaction was unnatural, but we don't think it is. We are content.
Alright, Vector. Alright. Anyway, let's have a quick chat back up with the doctor.
My good friend, have you noticed that the price of Dianogan tea has risen considerably since we broke the Treaty of Coruscant? One of the costs of war you never anticipate. And now my jamming device is working, so we can dispense with the inanities.
You're not usually this cautious. What's going on?
Thanks to a now wealthy Kubaz information broker, I've identified the people who want me dead. They represent an organization called Project Protean, a secret research and development group inside the Imperial Science Bureau.
You are good at this game. Give me the details.
Protean researches practical applications of alien biology. You recall the genetically modified assassins who came after me? They're only the beginning. Imagine troops spliced with Abyssin genes to enhance healing, or adrenals derived from Gamorrean hormones. Most test subjects don't fare well, but you can see the potential.
That sounds awfully like what you were doing on Taris.
There's a great deal of interdepartmental rivalry in our work, and my research does overlap with theirs. They may have targeted me in order to ensure that they have no competition, inside or outside the Empire.
This is your operation. What's our next step?
Further study, I'm afraid. Right now, I'm unsure where the project is based or how to contact its members, but I wanted to keep you apprised. Now, about that Dianogan tea.
We'll get you some, Doctor. We'll definitely will be getting you some. Besides, you actually won't be having the time, because in the next episode I'll be taking you with me, because there's something I actually want to show you guys about the Doctor. He's actually a unique companion, if you can believe it or not. Anyway, Ensign?
Something I can help you with, Ensign?
I was hoping you could increase my security clearance, sir. At least long enough so I could know about my promotion.
What promotion are we talking about?
The top secret one, sir. I can only assume it occurred. I'm pleased to say that I finished, as best I can, putting myself through the Imperial intelligence training regimen, save the psychological tests. With your help, I'm now almost qualified to be here. Thank you.
You're a fine operative. You should be proud.
I am proud, sir. I thought you could tell.
Yeah, I don't think... I mean, we are training her to be an operative. Mainly... Well, basically we only took her in with us, mainly for stop hunters. But yeah, we won't be working for the Empire or the Republic, but she probably wants to work for the Empire, so if she wants that too, then that'll be fine. Anyway, thank you guys all for watching. I'll be recording VOS right after this episode, so See you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.